I was thinking about the differences, right? I mean, on the one hand, it's Roland Garros. It's another clay event. We all know the venue. On the other hand, obviously, best of three for men. A lot of players entering multiple events. No sponsorship. We also have. Well, I mean, let's sort of. We're not going to get a day off guaranteed between matches. I mean, how much does this feel like a major on the ground? How much does this feel like Cincinnati, but you get a gold medal? How much is it even a 500?
I don't. People might value a gold medal the same as a major. Let's not pretend like the strength of the field is anywhere close to a Masters 1000, right? I'm going to read out loud. Okay, so in the first four lines, current ranking, 161, 178, 105, 170, 384, 109, 435, 207, 163, 111, and then we have a 275 down at the, and those are only the ones that have triple digits. So we can't pretend like this is the same as a Masters 1000. Now you go to Rome where it's a 48 draw and no one misses it, and compare it to this draw, it's just not the same. Now all the big names are in it, right? It is heavy, it is weighted, it is great, but you don't walk around many main draws of slams and you've never seen someone before. Like, you don't even know their name. Like, and they're, and it's great. And I think it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. And also, it's not the same. It's just not the same. And I didn't make a run, so maybe I didn't get the feeling of it. I saw my teammate make a run. But listen, I think it's each individual. I don't think that's the thing we struggle with. It's like you throw a blanket over Wimbledon and it's like, this is the, or the French Open. This is the most important tournament of the year. This could, create a legacy if I win one of these, or, and I think half the draw feels that way about this. And half the draw is like, it's pretty cool. I'm playing in the Olympics. This is fun. This is awesome. What an honor. This is great. But also, I think if you ask people, is this important as a slam? And I certainly felt this pressure in 2004. Do you value this? You get on site and everyone's in their things and you kind of have this rush of blood and you're like excited. Is this the same as a slam? Yeah. And then, 8 years later, I'm like, no, I would have definitely taken a Wimbledon title instead of that. 100%, no chance. Like, it's not even worth a conversation. If you put me in this seat right now, and you give me, hey, you could have an Olympic gold medal or you could have a Wimbledon title, it's not even up for discussion to me. But the point is, it's different for everyone. We try to define value, and you can't define value. Like, Roland Garros means more to someone than it meant to me because I wasn't really a contender there. It didn't consume my thoughts all the time. So it is a little bit weird. I think one of the awesome things, I think one of the best things about the Olympics is the doubles. It all of a sudden becomes as relevant. Gold is gold is gold is gold is gold. I don't care if it's a distance spitting competition. You're playing for the gold medal. And it's been fun because if you look at kind of the winners on the men's side, it's Gonzalez and Massou, not doubles players, right? And you look at the next one, like to see Roger and Stan Wawrinka in 2008, they played the Bryans in the semis. They won, and then like is this one of the few times where Roger probably felt nerves playing doubles where it wasn't an add-on or a net benefit to him playing singles or fun, right? The Bryans win in 2012. And in 2016, Rafa wins with Mark Lopez, who career high singles ranking not in double digits, right? He's a incredibly gifted IQ, but no weapons. Not Alcaraz, I'll tell you that much. Rafa is Rafa might be like the story going into the Olympics, because I don't know when
Rafa.
Yeah, I don't know when they would have an excuse to enter doubles with consequence for them. They can enter Barcelona, they win, lose, but there's no consequence. Nobody remembers that looking back at their careers because their careers have been so outsized. The mixed doubles is cool. Who's going to get paired with who? Who has practiced? You look at Krejcikova and Sidiakova, all of a sudden, bad breakup. Oh, we're forced back together. Like, this is Thanksgiving dinner. We got to talk again. But it's interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of into the doubles part of the Olympics because it forces consequence on people that aren't used to playing doubles with consequences.
Yeah, can I ask you a quick question on that?
Yeah.
So when you look at it, Rafa, say, advances past second round in the singles, advances through, how taxing is playing both doubles and singles in this format?
I don't think. Well, that's a big if. Maybe the better example is if Alcaraz keeps advancing in both. The fact that it's not an extended format in singles matters, right? The reason that if slams were 2 out of 3 sets, you would see 60% more singles players enter the doubles draw. What you have to guard against as a singles player in a major is that second round where shit gets weird and all of a sudden you win 6-4 in the fifth and you've been out there for 4 hours and 50 minutes and you can't leave someone in the lurch if you need to bag, right? Like Raducanu got a lot of criticism at Wimbledon, but no, she had Murray for his entire career would have valued rightfully contending in singles at Wimbledon over anything else. So from my perspective, you don't want to risk pulling out on someone who this is their thing. This is something that is very important to them. And that doesn't exist here, Mike. I mean, Alcaraz can go play a 2 out of 3 set singles match and go play a doubles match. And it's not the equivalent of playing 4 brutal sets in singles alone, I don't think.
And like you said, Alcaraz doesn't even face anybody in the top, 25 until potentially the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean that he can't be tested. It's just the balance is different. But I think also when you're dealing with the Olympics, it's like once you commit, it's just a strange thing for the Rafas, and he obviously did it well. He won the Olympic gold medal with Mark Lopez. No disrespect to Mark Lopez, but that was probably the first time that a lot of tennis fans had heard of Mark Lopez, and it was Rafa was the best doubles player in the tournament, and there wasn't a close second in the 16 Olympics, and he doesn't really play doubles that often. It was insane. But it is a shorter format. It's not the same as playing both in a slam. And he's going to value him the same. If you ask Rafa and he's being honest, there's every chance he says we have a better shot winning the gold in doubles than I do in singles. So all of a sudden your priorities shift. And I'm guessing, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing if he came out and said that. Served is proudly presented by Chase. Did you know Chase cardholders can access exclusive benefits like preferred seating, discounts on merch, concessions, and more at your favorite events and venues around the country? Visit chase.com/experiences to learn more. We're going to do something a little nuts, and maybe we're getting over our skis, but you know what? Screw it. Let's try it. What do we have coming up in Cincinnati, Ohio?
We have our first ever live in-person event.
Ruh-roh.
Whoa.
Ruh-roh. Live show.
Yeah. In beautiful Cincinnati, my hometown.
In Mason.
Yeah, so there'll be at least 20 Haydens there, so don't worry about that.
And 30 total people, by the way. 20 Haydens, 10 people.
Counting the people that have to be there because they work there. It'll be 6:30 Friday, August 9th at Sonder Brewing. That's out in Mason, Ohio. It's going to be open to the public. We're being welcomed there by our good friends at the Cincinnati Open. Jon Wertheim's actually going to be there too, which is exciting. And then we'll have some special guests. So come one, come all, come on out. Plenty of room. We're pretty excited about it.
Well, this show doesn't run live, but we shoot it live. Like what you see is what you get. Let it rip, tater chip. I think we can pull it off in person. It's outdoors, I think. So sweating's gonna be an issue. I will have a towel most likely. It'll be like I'm playing again. But listen, I'm really, really excited about this. We'll get the flyer up for all the details that Mike just mentioned. Also, Friday before the main draw of Cincinnati starts. Will be really fun. Jon Wertheim in the house, and we'll get some other special guests as well. We'll run through our show, Cincinnati preview. I don't know if we'll probably include some Q&A in the show. If not, we'll definitely do some afterwards for anyone that's interested in coming. John and I will hang out for a little bit afterwards and do some Q&A. It'll be a fun time for all. I might even, have an Ollie Pop, but then if it gets late enough, I don't know, maybe an adult beverage. Who knows? Not me. It'll be a great time. We're excited. We will hopefully see you in Cincinnati. And if not, we will catch you next week right here on Served, presented by Chase. Thanks.